I I entitled this video "A Bad Dream." Well, I don't really know if it was a bad dream or not, or whatever. But you know, I let you be the judge. But I was on this. I'm gonna try to make this short as possible. But I was on this dark street. You know, I just seen this dude, and the dude was looking at me. And you know, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, you know, it's just something about this dude. You know what I'm saying? If you see him, you'll recognize, you know, like off bat, that it's just something about this dude, you know. So I'm looking at him, he looking at me. Then out of nowhere, you know, like some little dudes just came and started beating him up. Bow, bow, bow. Some dudes, you know, he could have looked like, to me, he could have whooped all of them, you know. But he ain't do nothing. He just let the little dudes beat him up. In my mind, I'm thinking, it's a whole ass nigga. You know, just letting these dudes just beat him up. He ain't retaliate. So, you know, I just couldn't. I'm thinking about that in my dream. I'm just like, man, this whole ass nigga. So I just walked off. I walk in into an even darker street, and I see this same dude in the alley, and I'm looking at dude like, that's that dude that just got jumped. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, some more people just run out. Bow, 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 bow. You know, they jumping this dude. And, you know, like, you know, just looking like, man, what is going on? You know, and once again, smaller people. This dude, like, really just wasn't no little dude. I mean, like, the little couple of dudes that was jumping on him, it looked like he just could have handled them with no problem. So I'm like, why this dude ain't swinging back? He ain't trying to help himself. He just letting this go on. He ain't even retaliating on them other dudes. So in my mind, all I could think, this dude a pussy. He a whole ass nigga, you know. So I walk. Now this time it's an even darker street where I can't really just see nothing. It's getting darker and darker and darker, you know. So by this time I'm on the darkest street. So I'm looking for the dude this time because I know, like, everywhere I go he pop up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm looking for the dude, but I don't see him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, something going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, in my dream, I'm thinking, it's like, I know everywhere I go, I see this dude, but I ain't see him. So I turn and look. It's a tall dude standing up, and he was like, you looking for that guy, right? And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, because he been everywhere else I go. And he was like, why would you call Jesus a whole ass nigga? And I was like, man, you call Jesus no whole ass nigga? And he was like, them beatings that you seen that guy take, that was for your sins. That was the beatings he was taking for your sins, that you may be forgiven. Without that, you wouldn't be here right now. And just then I started to think about, you know, just in society, how much people downplay people for, you know, like, if a person comes to another person, try to talk about it, you know, or try to solve an altercation, or just try to, you know, like, man, I ain't got no problems, or whatever, or just be the bigger person and call somebody, or be the bigger person, or shake a man's hand, or, you know, just tell a man you ain't got nothing to do with it, or you know, just people in general that didn't retaliate on people. And I just started thinking about how the whole world was like that. Like, everybody, if you don't, you know, if you don't retaliate, you a whole ass nigga. Like, people, that's just how people look at you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you could lose all your street credit, people don't respect you, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just in my mind, I started to think, and I was telling this dude, like, man, I wouldn't call Jesus a whole ass nigga. And he was like, if you wouldn't call Jesus a hoe ass nigga, why would you call the people that was beat on that didn't retaliate a hoe ass nigga? The people that was talked about that didn't respond back, why would you call them scared? Or the people that, you know, just anybody that had anything, people that were shot that didn't retaliate, or why would you call them a hoe ass nigga? And I couldn't really respond. And the dude opened up this book, and the book said, the book had all the times that I said, he a hoe ass nigga, he a hoe ass nigga, I don't fuck with hoe ass niggas, I don't fuck with hoe ass niggas. The dude had that in a book, and he showed me all the times I said it. So I'm looking at the dude, and I'm, you know, just thinking like, man, this dude done really messed my head up, you know, cause I've been wrong for calling, you know, for judging people like that. When I say I'm a follower of Jesus, or I'm a Christian, or I love Jesus, but at the same time, if I was living during Jesus' time and I seen what people was doing to him and he didn't retaliate, I'd do him just like I'm doing to people now. I say they a hoe, I say they scared. So the dude closed the book, and wings came out of his back, you know, and the wings started flapping, making this loud noise. And I just started looking around, seeing how dark it was. And I asked the dude, I was like, man, where you going? You know what I'm saying? How can I get off this dark place, out of this dark place that I am? And the dude looked down and said, I'm going to heaven. You have to stay here because you don't mess with hoe ass niggas. And he flew off. He left me in the dark, and it just came, you know, relevant to my mind that, oh, this is hell. And just when I was about to panic, I woke up. I jumped up like, oh. And I just, you know, shared my dream, and I made this video just to, you know, like just to let people know that in society, you know what I'm saying, like with everybody that we deal with, we should respect people, you know, that's peaceful people that are big enough to walk away from situations, and instead of glorifying the people that retaliate and the people that, you know, the people that just keep up. Because you know, I had a couple fights, you know what I'm saying, and people praise me for them fights. You know, people love that. They praise me for them fights. But I done had situations where I talked it over with people, or where, you know, I didn't react to, you know, violently. No, you know, it's like no respect for that. Like people don't care about that really. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me realize that if I wouldn't call Jesus a hoe ass nigga, I shouldn't call other people in his position hoe ass niggas. If I ain't gonna disrespect Jesus, I shouldn't disrespect this other person. And You know what I'm saying? I just feel that we should, like in society, we should just respect people more than, just respect people and realize that people, like everybody deserve to be treated with respect. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we shouldn't look at a person differently because of, he got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Or she got slapped. She ain't do nothing. Oh, they jumped on her mama. She ain't retaliate. They jumped on his little brother. He ain't do nothing. They shot his little cousin. He ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they beat Jesus. He ain't do nothing. They stabbed Jesus. He ain't do nothing. They hung him on the cross. He ain't do nothing. So, I guess that make Jesus a whole ass nigga too.